Instead of preparing for dignified resumption, Fubara returns with blackmail and hostility. Group. Which group is this? A civic group, the National Good Governance Advocate, has accused suspended Rivers State Governor Siminalayi of returning to office with hostility, propaganda, and blackmail, instead of resuming his duties with humility after 6 months of suspension. Have they reinstated him back? I don't understand. He's returning with hostility. Okay, yeah, you expect him to be jumping and be happy that, oh, okay, I was suspended and now I'm back. He should return to his duties with humility, as per. I don't understand. The group made this known in a report released in a video posted by Symphony TV where it addressed the crisis rocking the state. They alleged that Rivers State, under Fubara's administration, descended into political and institutional chaos and wahala. They accused the governor of concocting figures to implicate the sole administrator of the state. His concocting figures. Vice Admiral Ikpok Eteibas of inflating contracts worth nearly £500 billion to loot the treasury ahead of the 2027 election. Let him do his investigation because, of course, it's possible. Is that not what they came to do? To loot money for election. £500 billion. Let him investigate. What do you mean by his concocting figures? I don't understand. They described the allegations as false and mischievous propaganda aimed at discrediting Admiral Abbas. According to the group, you know the group with this. And the group wears suit and cap. See them. The intervention of President Bola Tinubu through consultation with security chiefs and the National Assembly restored order by appointing Admiral Abbas as the sole administrator during the emergency period. They credited him with bringing stability and transformation to the state. Indeed, after what they called a collapse of democratic institutions, really, insecurity and executive abuse under Fubara's watch. The group record, now the group uniform, they funny me, oh God. The group records that Fubara worsened the state crisis when he declared the seat of 77 lawmakers vacant due to political realignment, a move the Supreme Court later overturned. They said this action eroded public trust in governance and exposed the recklessness of his administration. Warning against what they describe as a return to rebellion and destabilization, the group urged Nigerians to recognize the progress achieved under Admiral Abbas and resist any attempt by Fubara to drag the state back into chaos. In their words, we find it profoundly tragic that instead of preparing for a dignified resumption of duty with humility and repentance after a 6 months of suspension, Governor Fubara has chosen propaganda and hostility against the very institution that preserved the peace and stability of Rivers in his absence. Group, I don't understand the people. Emmanuel say useless and hopeless criminals called group. I don't understand the group they funny me. Instead of him to come back with humility, he's trying to implicate. Is that not what they came to do there? To loot money? Oh, like as if you don't know. I beg you. Ellen says, Wiki, God will judge you. And Mami Andrew says, why people be chanting this man called for bar like this? Is this just politics or devil has entered you people to destroy a man's career because you don't want to continue to carry go? Please understand that there is God, there is really God. Samuel Eshemoge says, fake group. Good governance, my foot. Hey, Stephen Udezi says, these are political jobbers, enemies of the state, big enemies of the state. It's civic group. Which civic group? IK says, I'm really ashamed for Rivers people. This is the result of money without enterprise. Let me tell you, my brother, Sen Fubara is victorious. He is choosing one to liberate Rivers State. Abraham Akenji says, just look at their faces. As in when you see them, you know that they are hungry. These hungry, wretched people who would do anything to have a plate of good food on their table, I'm telling you. With their face cap and suit. Cosmo K says, sponsored and faceless civil society group. This is what hunger does in people's life. When people are jobless, they take to anything available, throwing their conscience in the ring. Some of them are not even looking at the camera. Just the one old looking hungry person reading paper there saying a civic group. Which group? Like says, what is wrong with all these myopic and unpatriotic individuals that call themselves humans? Just because they have given you little financial assistance now, you have now decided to sell your conscience. No be small thing. Muffin Marsh says, clear conscience fears an accusation. This is to show that there is a skeleton in the cupboard. Wait until Fubara is back. Yes, so they should wait. Ibiso Bright says, you are all fools to the fullest and you must continue to be a fool for talking this rubbish. A governor cannot blackmail. I know it's just a plan work. If you like, you call him back. If you like, don't call him back. He is my governor. I'm not even saying this big eye man you're calling Ibas or what. Fubara is our governor. The man said, we don't even hear about him since for like 2 months now. The Ibas, just they there, they pack. Richie says, workless, useless stomach infrastructure group. Do you know what is good governance? Wike sponsor group. Shame to the vast people who cannot stand up for their rights. Ojuku says, this group I believe exists only on newspaper, blogs, and sites. Check where. They don't have up to 5 members or followers. Sincerely. Benjamin Obodo says, you are one of the group Wike is paying. Do you know governance more than the governor? Only what you people know is collecting bribe and talking non-essential. 6 months is not over. Can that happen in any note? Momo people. Again, I trust says paid slaves. Mohammed says, Wiki, of course, we know who is behind it. God's will Naya says, Wiki slave, busy talking nonsense. Tonya Peter says, useless people will not leave Fubara alone. They really don't want to leave him alone. Like, they don't want him to come back. I don't know their problem. Fidelis Ishe says, Wiki supporters still on propaganda mission. No be small thing. Chapman says, this group calls themselves National Good Governance. Whatever are political lumpings seeking relevance, even a primary school child in Nigeria knew the Admiral Ibas was an illegal occupant of the government house, and whatever thing he did there is unconstitutional. He's a product of intimidation and undemocratic process. Yes. So if they say he did something, he must have probably done it. Mohammed says, you people are only supporting Wiki. It's unfortunate. Very, very unfortunate. Chukemika says, boys, tomorrow now, when the administrator must have gone, you turn to sim. Why can't human beings remain peaceful? God is supreme. Jimmy says by who? What type of suits be this? As in the suits. Very funny suits and cap. Hey, Allah, my Cheleke says, won't you people allow peace to reign in River State? Your group and other groups that want to come out, allow peace to reign. Selfish people, very, very selfish. Carry suits for body where they start in a civil group. Group call. Well, listeners, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Thank you for listening. See you some other time. Bye.